Yo, what is up, you guys? Thank y'all for tuning in. I hadn't made a live video in a minute, like answering questions and stuff like that. So if anybody's gonna ask any questions, now's the time to do it. And it's the same YouTube channel as always. This is that YouTube live, so I don't know how smooth that video looks, but we'll give it a shot. All right, come on. Thank you. What is up, you guys? Thank y'all for tuning in. Damn, I should have came this way. Just talking about oil field stuff, man, and just kind of killing a little bit of time in the day. Grand Turismo. Going to work tomorrow. Equalizer 3 is out, and got some information to say about certain people coming to work in the oil field. We had a situation where this new guy, he came out there to work. I'm not saying no names, and there were some red flags immediately, but other guys we work with were like, hey, you know what, let's just, you know, let's just see how this, let's just let this run its course, see how this works out. And the guy comes to work and he stands around and he watches us work. Okay, that's the first day, you know, you don't know what's going on. Okay. Then the second day, the third day, fourth day, and each time you have to go get him. You have to say, hey, this, such and such, do that. Initiative goes a long way in the oil and gas industry. There's work being performed, and it's got to get done. And the biggest red flag was the guy said to me, which I didn't know he had said this to other co-workers. He said, so when it's winter and it's snowing, and it's icing, where are y'all at? We're out here. Rain, sleet, snow, ice, we are out here. So keep that in mind if you're coming out here to the oil and gas industry, that this is some man stuff out here. I'm just being real with you. I've been 200 feet in the air. Well, I don't know how many feet it is, but it's a lot of feet. And I'm sitting there looking at the ground like, yeah, probably ain't gonna. I'm looking at the ground like, yeah, probably ain't gonna make it out of this fall, if I was to fall. So keep your expectations realistic. Westco is hiring truck drivers and they're hiring owner operators. Their split is 85-15 if you have your own truck and trailer, but you're going to be running up underneath their authority. Getting your own MSA in the oil and gas industry is going to be a tricky one, but once you can get in that door, you know, you can become the next Halliburton. You can become the next Baker Hughes or Schlumberger. It's just a matter of putting that time in. Oh, come on, man. School is getting out. And as you can see, Williston is not that big of a town. So and school is getting out right about now, so this just kind of backs up all the traffic everywhere. All right, make your right hand turn. What the heck we waiting for here? If there's an accident, come on, man. The accident's way down there. Oh shit. Man, I tell you, bro. I can't even go to Cash Wise. Oh, damn it, I can't get through there. Can I? Anyway, if you guys have any comments or anything you want to throw off in here, now's the time to throw it off in here. Can I get show? Man, I can go around. How far is the strip you're on from the pad? Man, the pads are everywhere, bro. It just depends on where they're at. They're everywhere. There's at least an oil well. Damn, why did I come down here? Oh crap! I should have never came over here. Why did I get the heck away from here? I'll come back through here in a minute. These people be tripping. So when you do get ready to come up here, it can turn into a cluster. Okay. And they don't have stop signs everywhere, so shout out to all you guys out there. Thanks for tuning in. So you don't, oh man, come on. Get the heck up out of here. I ain't even trying to deal with this right now. But so you don't have to go far to restock on food. It depends on where you at. It really does. If your pad is somewhere close to Williston, you don't have to go far. If your pad's not that far from Williston, you don't have to go far. It really depends on where you're at, but you can usually restock on something. Now, if you keep a cooler, you can eat better, you know, cook something, depending on what you're doing. Everywhere does not have you know, an air fryer, stuff like that, but usually a lot of times we'll stop at the gas station before we go to work. That's usually almost a must in the oil field. Texas, I'm pretty sure it's the same unless you're at a man camp. Man camps, they tend to, you know, you're gonna leave straight from there and go to work because they pretty much have everything right there, with the exception of energy drinks and stuff like that. I've worked, and I'm trying to remember when we were staying in a man camp. I don't think we stopped at the store. Man, come on, man. I don't think we stopped at the store, but some places do. I think Calfrac does, because I've seen Calfrac in the I've seen Calfrac guys. I've seen their van at the drive, man. But anyway, I'm taking you guys up here to this this sand place. I called one sand place and they said that all of their work for Halliburton goes through 5F. And I went to 5F yesterday, but their office was closed. So we're gonna head up here as soon as we can get away from where this school is down here and this traffic thing's out. But other than that, you got any questions? You got any ideas? You got anything you want to throw into this YouTube live? Now is your time to do it. Because, like, come on, man, hit the gas now. Get on 436. What's up, man? And I know some of you guys are getting ready to come out here to the job fair they're going to be having in September. I think I've already talked about it on my YouTube channel, but let me double check and see. Post community. The job fair in Texas has already gone by. That one was on the 31st. This job fair, man, dude, I know I posted it on here before. Give me a second, I'll re-find this information because I know I've sent it to people. And shout out to all the subscribers, all the other people that helped make this YouTube channel what it is. Yeah, get the heck off of me. But so I'm trying to think who the heck all I sent it to. But anyway, there's a job fair coming up in September, which is this month. And I think it's the 13th. And for any of you guys that's interested in it, there's some photos, posts underneath the community tab on my YouTube channel. Go to that, click on that. They're hiring for frac equipment operators. They're hiring for everything up here. They're hiring for every company up here. The banks are hiring. McDonald's is hiring. Walmart is hiring. But other than that, man, everything's been going good. And to all of you guys who are venturing out into new opportunities up here, if you have allergies, I'm just telling you right now, the Canadian fires are screwing stuff up. You can't really tell from the camera that off in the distance. It's smoky, but that's been going on 2 or 3 months now, so we kind of gotten used to it. I'm trying to remember, man, who the heck did I send this doggone job fair information to? I thought I sent it to Mitch. Mitch may have it, or maybe in Messenger. I'm also on Facebook. I do have a TikTok account, but I'm hardly ever on there, so that's really not the bunch of profits. Hold on a second. I'm trying to find something. But frac companies, next tier, Halliburton. Trying to think who else. Because I used to know Liberty. Liberty does your 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off. Your wireline companies are hiring. Majority of them want you to have your CDL. Hydrovac. You know what? I don't know if they're up here or if they're just leasing out their there are boxes up here, because I haven't seen a truck that actually says Sandbox Logistics up here, but I have seen the Sandbox Logistics boxes. Like it just says Sandbox. So I don't know if they're just leasing those or, you know, or what. And get on 436, you say you think there's one in Louisiana. Texas almost has a job fair every 2 weeks in Texas. Cause I'm gonna go check out 5F is the only one I could think of I've actually seen doing Sandbox, and everybody that I've talked to said the same thing. You got to go through 5F. You got to go through 5F. And Craig Beats, what's up, man? Craig Beats, you might want to try to see if there's any job fairs over there in Ohio or PA or West Virginia if you already live in that area. I don't know what the pay difference was. The dude on YouTube, I'm trying to remember what this Checkmate 10 is, his YouTube channel, and I don't know if he's still up there in West Virginia hauling sand, but you know, he had a better insight than me up there in that area, in that northeast area. So, and you can find him on YouTube. I'm pretty sure if you type in and thank you guys for the thumbs up and the likes, and thank y'all for tuning in today. Craig B says, yeah, 5F and Greenleaf run this area hard. I think since before 2020, you know, companies were starting to downsize, and thank you. Companies were starting to downsize what they were doing, and get away from, you know, having smaller companies and just having one big company that does it all. If work picks up like crazy, that barrel price gets something crazy, we may see something different when they don't have a choice and they have to. But for right now, you got to work it how you can work it. By the time I go uphill, come back across the 1804 bypass. It depends. Man camps really depends on the company. Man camps really depend on the company and what you're doing. Most companies provide man camp. My bad. Let me rephrase that. Some companies provide the man camp. Some companies will put you up in company trailers. So it'll be a 3-bedroom, 2-bath trailer, and you just there on your days that you work. On your off days, you know, you go home, do whatever it is that you go do. That's another sand company right there. And I don't see no different trucks. I only see their trucks in their yard. They used to be one of those guys, Caron, C-A-R-O-N. They used to be one of the companies that supplied owner-operators with jobs, with freight, sand loads. But I don't see no owner-operator trucks in that yard at all. And the smoke I was talking about, if you look in the distance, you can see it. But Karen Transport, I don't think they're doing owner operators anymore. And it was either Karen or Halliburton that the semi truck hit that guy on 85 coming into town and killed him. So if it was Karen, they may be out of business. I don't know for sure, I'm just saying. Oh yeah, here's a company for you guys. Since we already down here at this point. This company right here called Steel Energy. That company right there, Steel Energy. Steel owns about 4 or 5 different companies that do different stuff. And there are at least 4 or 5 workover rig companies. I mean, my bad. Flowback companies, and I think they also do some workover rig. I don't remember if they own Blackhawk. But workover rig, if you about that life and you serious, somebody's gonna hire you. And if you can talk and communicate good, and you ain't got a driver's license, somebody will hire you, as long as they can depend on you. That's the biggest thing. Anyway, let us get on down the road. Screwing around, wasting time. And I got something to go do later on. We going back to work tomorrow. How often do companies provide man camps? They provide them for your days that you work, and then your off days, you gotta go do whatever it is, you know. You gotta go somewhere else because they're gonna rotate those rooms out and somebody else is gonna be there. How far out in remote areas are most wells? It depends. You may drive an hour away from town, you may drive an hour and a half. It really depends. Williston is 2 hours from your nearest town that has a Walmart. And in between that is, if you go south on 85, that's an hour to get to Watford. 45 minutes or so to get to Watford. Watford has a grocery store, cash-wise, some gas stations and stuff like that. So, you know, you can pick up some stuff from there. The important stuff is already, you know, the company's on top of it. Because think about it. The company's already in business that you're looking to go work at. They already have a routine. You just have to iron out your personal stuff that you've got to get done. Everybody's not going to be put up in a man camp. I'm just being real with you, man. It depends on who you're going to work for. And it depends on what they do. Drilling rig guys, some are man camps, some are location housing. Location housing is where there'll be some no, the place was back there. I don't remember the name of the company, but there's a company back there that they lease and rent out drilling rig trailers, and that's the trailers where the guys stay at, and then you'll stay on location in one of those trailer rooms for your 2 weeks or your 3 weeks, or you know, whatever that rotation is. So that's what that stuff is. We going down here by the Peterbilt place. It used to be the Ramada Inn, but now it's the Bakken Airport Hotel or something like that. And it used to be Neighbors, then it was C&J, and it's next here now. I don't know if it was somebody else in between. Bakken XWA Hotel and Suites. You got the Peterbilt shop over here, and there's a bunch of KLX. That's another one. If you're looking to come work in the oil field, you know somebody, tell them to apply at KLX. If you're watching this video, bro, it's cool that you wanted to go work where you worked at, but this right here would have went farther in the oil and gas industry. Get on 436 says, so you are out from sun up to sundown when you include drive time. 13, 14, 16-hour shift. Expect it all. But KLX, I'll have to remember to bring them up on my way back out. I don't know whose pipe company that is. Braun Intertech, that's another one. But see, they may have just bought Sandbox Logistics boxes and then just started doing it for themselves. Oh, my bad. Hold on. Dude, it could be 16 hours, it could be 18 hours. I am not trying to give any kind of I'm not trying to give any kind of misinformation for anybody that's thinking about coming up here. I want to make sure you know what you're getting yourself into. F. But they got Sandbox up here. I don't see old boy's truck that I was talking to before. Oh, you can't run around the clock. Y'all gonna have to hang out here for a minute. Go ahead and talk to this dude. Entertain yourselves. I'll trying to keep this sun out of it. Trying to keep the sun off the phone so it won't get hot and cut off. But if it cut off, you know, good talking to you guys. And some companies will let you work 24 hours, but the company man may have a say so or not like that. I'll be back. All right. All you guys that's looking to come up here and work in the oil field, got some news for you. We're going to be going hard for the next 2 years. That's damn near a guarantee. Something crazy could happen in the elections. I'm just being real with you. Prince Diamond winter is coming soon enough, and yeah, she just told me. She said they are fully booked up with everything, because apparently, she didn't say what company, but a company went out of business up here, and they got their equipment and their drivers. So they're booked up now. She said if it wasn't for that, she was like, you got your MC, got your IFTA, all that stuff, yeah. And have all that stuff rolling in 7 days. Over here to the left of me is next tier. And before next tier had it, you used to be able to drive up in that yard, but you can't anymore. Damn, I already went past it. There's a company up here called KLX. KLX, they supply wellheads. Some areas KLX does wireline also. Hold on a minute. There's a catch old boy coming out of here. Hold on a minute. Hey, bro. Is next tier hiring? Yeah. Frack? Everybody's hiring mechanics. Hey, I mean, that's the one thing you can't get enough of up here. But I appreciate that. Hey, next tier Halliburton, who else is fracking up here? But beside them three, Liberty. Oh yeah, Cal frack, okay. All right, appreciate that. So if you are a mechanic, you know somebody that's a mechanic inability, or you want to be a mechanic, you always wanted to be a mechanic, you could definitely get started up here if you're having some, you have some mechanic inability. Damn flies. This place, man, we used to have safety meetings off in there, man. Man, I done put some time in up here in this place. But when I went home, man, I definitely realized there ain't no place like home. I went home, and if I had drove my car there, I probably wouldn't have came back. There's stuff I want to do, see done, and get done at home. And you guys are going to experience that. Some of you guys that have been up here for a while, y'all already know what that's like. Trying to juggle your career, your job, your business, and your home time. It's always one of the biggest things until you can get something up and going the way you want it, that can allow you to do, you know, your other stuff that you want to do in your spare time. I need to start doing more lives and stuff, but man, I'd be chilling. I'd be chilling. What other questions you guys got? And KLX is a big company, believe it or not. You may not hear about KLX a lot, but they are a big company. Man, that doggone Canadian smoke is something else, bro. And guys, I'm gonna have to end this live. I may start up another one once I get somewhere else, because this thing is sitting up here on the windshield and it is getting unbelievably hot. But until it stops or whatever, we're gonna keep on rolling. And what else are you guys, because I got ideas about, you know, vlogging, making more videos about the oil and gas industry, and pretty much doing the interview style stuff that I've been doing. Also, Caterpillar is hiring. Wood Group is hiring, Walmart is hiring. If you're inspiring to have a business of some kind, this place is perfect. A lot of people in a small area, it's like fish in a barrel. Some of you guys, if you're in a situation and you're trying to do something better for you and your family, and you may not have the best record, you may not have the best background, flow back and work over rig as long as you can come to work, be consistent, come to work, be on time, do your job, mind your business, and not harass your coworkers. That's all they need from you. They ain't really asking for a whole lot. And I've really got to start doing lives and updating videos and content more consistently. Transport. It looks like most big trucks are sitting there. I could be wrong. This doggone YouTube live video looks like garbage. It really do. I'm looking at the live replay of it, and it really looks like garbage. StreamYard's a lot smoother, but I didn't feel like setting up the StreamYard. This was kind of a spur of the moment. This is a spur of the moment kind of a thing. Overall, man, the oil field is what you make of it. I hope that all of you out there save your money, budget, plan. And it's the same thing if you in the trucking industry. transportation, driving trucks. Trucking is your profession, but you know, you're gonna do other stuff with it. Prince, I mean, it really depends on what you do. The more skill stuff is naturally gonna pay more, and the more experienced stuff is gonna pay more. Coming in at the beginning, you're gonna be at 70 or 100,000 a year. So this conversation, this conversation is more than just, you know, trucking people. With trucking companies out here throwing around 100,000 a year offers and stuff like that. So now they're really trying to keep truck drivers, especially the experienced guys. Up here it's the same way. There's plenty of companies hiring, but they also know that they're looking for Slim Shady 76. What's up, man? What's up, Prince Diamond? What's up, Get On 43, Craig Beats. Shout out to all you guys, and thank y'all for tuning in, man. Like I said, I hadn't planned on making it live. It just figured I'd do it. Got some time to kill today, sharing the information I got with y'all. And I'm blessed, man. I'm in a position where it's just up from here. Slim Shady 76 says, I'm researching North Dakota now and plan on coming up there after the new year. The new year, you're gonna be in springtime, man. So the job fairs are really gonna help you out. I ran my international when I drove to the house. Went joyriding, went picked up my brother. We rode around town in it, and I went out about 30 miles and hung out with another friend and hung out for a while and drove it back. I think school should be out now. At least traffic looks like school is out. We'll see. Get On 436. I wish I could do Oilfield, but the more I read, I don't believe I could. Hold on, I gotta wait till I get to a stop. Get On 436 says, I wish I could do Oilfield, but the more I read, I don't believe I could physically handle the work, especially those long days. I already previous shoulder injury. It depends, man. There's some light work out here, depending on the person. But I'll be honest with you, man. To tell y'all the truth, a lot of this, it's like the trucking industry. You go get your CDL and you don't know anything about trucking. You just know you got a CDL. Now you're looking for somebody to hire you, and you're looking to go drive for somebody. You have no idea what's going on in the industry, the nuances of it, how to communicate, who you're talking to, what to tell somebody, what not to tell somebody. Nobody teaches anybody that in a CDL class and training somebody to get their CDL. But all of that's a part of it. You know, I know what I can put on the application when I apply. I know what a company's gonna go look for, and I know what they can and can't see. And I know what they can and can't see depending on what I put on that application. Because your license and your history is tied to your application and what you put down there. It's tied to your name. So it goes around versus you're gonna go work at a regular job. You can damn near, you can damn near put down anything you want down there. Because it's their responsibility to go look and find that information. You just gave them the information, and they're gonna go background check it. And if they don't find anything, they don't find anything. So YouTube Live sucks. YouTube Live is for sitting in one spot in the studio where you have some internet access, and you're going to depend on that to be your bandwidth, in my opinion. Versus StreamYard, it'll come out smooth. It'll be a low quality, but you'll usually still have it pretty smooth. It'll just, the quality of it will suck. But anyway, that's just my opinion. Perfect, caught the green light. I like that red Chevrolet they got over there. And I have thought about that. Hold on a second. Let me what the heck y'all doing over here, cash wise? What the heck y'all doing over here? You're not into construction zone. You have to watch these people coming out of here. Like, oh, woman, are you even looking where you going? Okay. And I can't park here. Yeah, guys, come on out the way. Come on out the way. Come on out the way. Come on. I'm trying to get out of here as fast as I possibly can. Give me a minute. You guys are gonna have to hang out here for a minute. Any thoughts on the workers that live in RV parks? Hold on a minute. I gotta go run in here real quick. I'll be right back. And I'll come back and we'll finish the conversation we were having about I'm gonna leave this AC on for a second. It works, it don't work necessarily the best. I'm gonna mute this for a second so y'all don't have to hear that loud noise. And when I come back, we'll finish up the conversation from Prince, Diamond, Slim Shady, 73, and get on for 36. I'll be back in a minute. Yo. Alright. Alright, I'm back. Which jobs are easier on the body? Let's see. Trucking is easy. The only thing is it'll be your knees and stuff getting in and out that truck. And a lot of truck drivers don't talk about that because it's just one of them things. Just, you know, people don't really think about that. But trucking, climbing in and out, that step in and out the truck, it'll wear your knees out. And that was the question about which job is easier. Is get on 436. Whichever job that puts you in an office where you're typing stuff, I guess that's the easiest. Prince Diamond, JP, you probably make a course on oil fields. I mean, I kind of have, to be honest with you. Some of the older videos I got with me talking about how to operate oil field equipment and stuff, that's kind of a course in itself. It's just, it's so far back amongst all the videos and stuff that I posted that, you know, you don't see it unless I repost it again. Any thoughts on the workers that live in the RV parks? Dude, to be honest with you, the RV park is kind of the best. Well, I'll take that back. Having a motorhome is kind of the best option, really, because the motorhome is yours. You can up and leave. You can up and go. The market falls, picks up, slows down. None of it matters. You can up and go wherever you want to, and so on and so forth. Now, you depending on company housing, you could find yourself in a situation like you could find yourself in a 2014, 2015 situation where the company just tells you to vacate the premises, and they've already called the police. Hey, y'all are laid off, get out. The end. So it really depends, man. It really depends. But having your own RV, your own motorhome, it allows you to, you know what, if something's not working out here, you're not stranded somewhere. And if you get the I think the class C motorhomes, like the smaller ones, you know, you can park them suckers anywhere, really. Because I've also been looking at getting one of those in-bed pickup truck campers. You know, you slide it into the bed of the pickup truck, and that right there would give me independence from housing from someone else. Trying to think of what else, man. This video's made it for a good hour long. I know quite a bit of it is being kind of wasted because I've been doing stuff today, but hey, man, I gotta work with what I got. Shout out to Tanker Monkey. Shout out to Chasing Andrew Jackson on YouTube. Shout out to Truck Community Clips. Those guys, they have a live every single day, and they're talking about trucking stuff. They're also, you know, just screwing around, killing time as they get down the highway. Truck Community Clips, helping truckers get down the highway. A barrel of oil today is $87.55. I've watched a lot. Prince Diamond says a barrel of oil today is $87.55. I think there's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes that we don't see and we don't know, in my opinion. So we have to act on the information that we have and be prepared for whatever may come along later. Slim Shady 76. I've watched a lot of your past videos for knowledge. Appreciate that, man. Hopefully you can take that information, act on it. I don't want anybody coming out here and not knowing what could happen, or anybody coming up here or getting into the oil and gas industry and not being prepared for what's ahead of you. Shout out to Bakken 701, that's Tanker Yanker. Shout out to Pettywise, he makes a live about trucking and other stuff in our entertainment. Shout out to Tanker Monkey on YouTube. Shout out to Party Hard the GOAT. That guy is just a character of his own, and he makes stuff on YouTube. If you look in the descriptions, you guys will see what I'm talking about. But yeah, man, let me find that job information. Hold on a second. All right, the Fall 2023 Northwestern North Dakota Semi-Annual Job Fair is September the 14th from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. at Williston State College at 1410 University Avenue, North Dakota. And that's the same job fair that has All In Trucking. They're looking for mechanics. All In Trucking, they're looking for mechanics. All-State Peterbilt, service technician, mechanics, so on and so forth. B&G Oilfield Services. Pipeline maintenance technician, pipeline operators and laborers, roustabouts, pushers and laborers, hydrovac operations and swampers, roll-off drivers, utility line workers. That's some easy work, but that's kind of in the pipeline / oil field area, because you'll locate where some lines are, then they'll go out and they'll hydrovac it. But line locator, all you're doing is running that little wand and just seeing where something's in the ground. That's all you're doing with that. They ain't digging nothing, they just going out there doing that, unless they want some extra hours doing something else. And that's BG Oilfield Services. And also quite a few women work at BG Oilfield Services. It's as safe as it's as safe as I'm safe out here. So it's life. It's safe everywhere. Yeah, it's called a utility line locator. Also, if you look that job up, utility line locator, you're probably gonna see that in your local area. I don't remember what it's called, but it's got a different title to it. Because for the longest, I didn't know what it was. Then I came out here to the B&G Oilfield Services. They're like B&G Oilfield Services. But that's it. Line locator, you just go out there with the little wand, and it locates, and then you mark where such and such is, and that's it. That's all you do. Also, quite a few women work at B&G Oilfield Services. I noticed that in the morning time at the come and go, which I'm usually gone now versus before. And our shop's not over there by that come and go, so you know, I don't frequent that come and go the same time intervals that I did when our shop was by that place. I would be there every morning. Black Hills Trucking, mechanics, welders another position, man. If you're thinking about coming up here, you got some welding skills. Crude drivers, that's oil drivers in Williston and Dickinson. Crane operators in Williston. Boarded planes, that's service technician, diesel technician. Don't remember what Boarded Planes does. Brigade Energy. That's a workover rig company. It's called Brigade Energy. Work over floor hands, work over derrick hands, work over crew chiefs and operators, work over rig supervisors. When it says work over, it literally means work. Don't get that twisted. Same thing with flowback. It means work. Don't run out there, you know. You'll see. You'll see. Champion X is a chemical company, if I'm not mistaken, and they're hiring for drivers, Williston and Dickinson, service technicians in Dickinson and Williston. And the St. Alexis Health Center is hiring for a whole bunch of stuff. Continental Resources, operator level 1, 2, and 3 out of Tioga, Epping, Kildare, Watford, Sydney, Montana. Safety specialist out of Tioga. I wish I need to interview somebody that's an operator so they can explain to y'all what they do, because I've been told it, but I'm always getting it confused with operator, pumper, and lease operator. Lease operator and operator, they may mean the same thing on here. Most of those positions, they're going to want somebody who can go out in the field, go do some stuff, communicate with people, also take good notes, and also be able to work in an office environment with when and or if it's needed. Credence Energy Services. I think Credence is a trucking company. There's a company called Distribution Now, and they're looking for a warehouse driver, inside sales rep, pipe yard specialist, administrative assistant, CDL driver, order efficiency manager, pump technicians. Distribute Now, they do a lot of stuff. They do a lot of behind the scenes stuff in the oil field that you may not see or may not really notice, but they're pretty solid up here, and they've been up here for a while. Dupree Oilfield Services. Here's one. When you ask me about which oil field jobs are lighter on the body, Dupree Oilfield Services. Says all Williams County area, saltwater disposal operator, oil field lease operator, pumpers, flowback testers, line locators. So that means that this Dupree Oilfield does a little bit of everything, but that saltwater disposal, that's one of the easier jobs in the oil field. Dupree, as in D-U-P-R-E-E, Oilfield Services. Dupree Oilfield Services. Saltwater disposal operator. It's usually relatively easy. You're gonna check the levels, maintain them if they have, which they probably will if it's a manned saltwater disposal. Yep, that's it. Dupree, the way you spelt it. Get on 436 Oilfield Services. That's it. Most saltwater disposals are relatively simple. The person that's monitoring it, some of them, that person has to do, they have to monitor that place, and then they may go monitor another place. So they may monitor three different places or something. But you just make sure the water is going into the tanks, the pumps are running, the filters are changed out. Because yes, I've hauled water. I've done it. You've done it too. You've pulled up to offload your water, and your water's got trash, got something in it, it's got some oil in it, and you're trying to push all that through that line. I've hauled water to Secure 13 out there in that little corner, back there behind the pilot. I've hauled water up there, and somebody comes in, and they start pumping, and at that one, they have the filter socks outside, if I'm not mistaken, unless they've changed it. The filter socks are outside, so you change. No, they just have the Getty boxes. The Getty boxes is where you hook up at, and their filters are on the inside. But some of them have filters on the outside. So when you go to hook up to it, you go to offload that water, and you start offloading, and 10 barrels come off, and you sitting there waiting, and your indicator arrow hasn't moved. You know, you have to stop, close everything in, bleed out the pressure in the water, drain the water into a bucket. Then check those filter socks. Take the little ends off first. Make sure you bleed the line off and no water, no pressure comes out. Bleed that off. Do that. Take those restraints off the sides of it. Then open it up. And if you got a bunch of old trash, paraffin, just stuff, sand, it may be clogging up those filters. And so you got to change those out, put new ones in, put it back on there, start everything up, or turn the pump back on, pressurize the trailer, and then start offloading water again. But if you got more of that stuff in your truck, it's just going to plug off all over again. Versus Secure and Crosby, their filter system is in the place where the water's going through. So you'll be pumping stuff through there, and it may plug them off there. Then they have to shut the pumps down themselves from their office, and then go up there, unclog whatever it is, and they may be unclogging 6 filter pods because it's you and 4 or 5 other people that have pulled up to offload water at the same time. And that's what saltwater disposal attendant does. You make sure that the water isn't overflowing the tanks. You take down the numbers. I've always thought of it as a great job for somebody who wants to live here locally. It's going to pay relatively good. They had some kind of weird schedule, 10 days on, 5 days off, or something like that. I don't remember what Secures is, but just type in saltwater disposal attendant or saltwater disposal jobs, and you ought to see some coming up in North Dakota. You ought to see some come up in Pennsylvania and Ohio. You ought to see some come up in Texas. What else? E&M Services. E&M Services. It's a company that makes, they build pads, well pads after everything is done. They'll also build the pre and post package of what the pad's going to be like. The little shack, the treater shack, all of the little different stuff like that. Elkin Energy Services, they do water transfer in Wofford City. They do CDL, they do equipment operator. Elwood Staffing is like a temp agency hired place. I'm kind of suspicious of that. Gooseneck Implement, perfect job for somebody who lives locally. G-Style is hiring for mechanics, CDL drivers, hydrovac operators, and swampers, and heavy equipment operators, because G-Style does a lot of stuff. HireQuest, formerly known as Command Center. That's the old place. Now it's called HireQuest, and it's in a new location. And I've actually got a video on my YouTube channel about that, so yeah, I check that out to see. JMac, a lot of CDL work, water transfer work. Kinder Morgan is a pipeline company. A lot of county, state, and local jobs around this area. Neighbors is hiring for floor hand in Williston and derrick hand in Williston. So for you guys that want to get into drilling, Neighbors is hiring. Next here, it's just like old boy said that I talked to in the video, this in this live earlier. He said they're looking for mechanics. One Oak is another pipeline company. Outcast Diesel Repair if you're a diesel mechanic. Precision Completion and Production Services. They do. Precision does drilling, if I'm not mistaken, and they're hiring for operators, derrick hands, and it says entry-level floor hands. That's the good stuff. When it says entry-level floor hands, that means that you know, you don't have experience. That's fine. They can work with that, and they're putting it right out front. That's the good part. Select Water Transfer. Water transfer, they don't do no work, bro. I'm just being real with you. That's another light on the body oil field job. The only heavy thing that water transfer does is they move the hoses and put all the hoses together. Once they get that done, it's easy after that. It really is. And that's Select Water, and it may also be known as Select Energy Services. CDL drivers in Williston, Wofford, Tioga, Stanley, diesel mechanics, Stanley, roustabouts. Their roustabouts are going to be the water transfer guys. You know, the guys that go out there and make sure they spool stuff off the reel, operate the skid steer, so on and so forth. And the other water disposal companies, since we're already talking about that, Secure Energy Services, facility administrator, facility operator, and operator trainee. Those are the only 3 positions that they have there. They do water disposal, and I just explained that to you how that works. It's universal. No matter which water disposal you go to, that's really what you're going to be doing. Maintaining pumps and make sure you change those filters. Make sure you change those filters. If there's a pressure lock or something, not allowing people to pump through the line, any kind of maintenance stuff that may need to happen, you're going to be letting people know about that stuff. So that's part of that water disposal job. And Secure Energy Services, they've got one up here. I think they still got one in Crosby. They've got 1 or 2 over near Watford City. Walmart's hiring. Watco is hiring. Weatherford is hiring for field technician. Weatherford installs wellhead. They do some other stuff. Hey, bro. You ever thought of making a video about life in the Bakken? Life in the Bakken oil field, man.
I just moved here.
That's perfect, bro. I'm making a live YouTube video right now, so I got nothing else to do, and I'm waiting on them in there.
I'm good.
All right, when you get bored, hold on a minute. Bam. When you get bored, check me out on YouTube. I've been telling people about the oil field in North Dakota since 2014, man. If you know anybody looking to get into the oil field, I make job posts, explain to people stuff that goes on in the oil field, how to operate oil field equipment, and companies that's hiring, man. So,
I know a couple of people.
Yeah. Think about it. Alright, where was I said Weatherford was hiring. Watco. Wisco Trucking, day and night drivers. Wisco also does flowback. So, what Wisco also does flowback. But anyway, you guys got any questions, man, now's the time to get them out. Wish I had an interview to do, but when I'm on my off days, getting up and going to that command center, and it's not in the same place, and it's not run by the same people, so it's a little bit different vibe there versus the way it was before. Before it was community, like it was a community place, you know. So many people knew about it, so many people had worked and gone through that place to where that place had a name, good or bad. It had helped a lot of people get started in the oil and gas industry. So the command center / HireQuest, it's been some good times, man. It's been some good times. Saltwater disposal attendant, yep. Select water, I think it's Select Energy Services, but it may be Select Water Services or something. Also, there's NWT, Northwest Water Transfer. That's also a water transfer company. I'm trying to think of this other one that I have not seen. I'm gonna go in here real quick. Gonna mute this up, turn this AC on, and I'll check back with you guys here in a minute. What's up, Anna Payton? Give me a minute, I'm trying to, totally forgot to. you guys have any questions, now's a good time to throw them out there. It's just making noise for no reason. So the best oil field job when it comes to oil field job for the money is gonna be company man, really. For company man, owner operator, then you start getting into more specific and specialized stuff. I don't get that. It don't show my live video. Either way, it's all good. I'll go ahead in this place and check one more time, man. Hopefully these people got their stuff together, because I really don't want to go to Albertsons. Then we're gonna hit the road. This is my long-term sponsor, Mountain Dew Cold Red. And I'll be back here in a minute. And Anna Payton, what's up? Thanks for tuning in. I'll be back here shortly. Let's roll, man. I couldn't have been to Albertsons an hour ago. Yeah. Thank y'all for tuning in. Appreciate that. We fixing to hit this road. Man, that's one thing I hate about them close to the road buildings, man. You cannot see around them. All of my errands are done. I was gonna go look at a truck for sale, but let's see. We got a dually and a Chevrolet. Let's see who's gonna get here the fastest. Motorcycle guys, like I'm ready to go, guys. Let's go. But that Pennsylvania truck, I don't have any faith in him. There you go, dually. Meta Trinity, yep, you're right. I'm on Main Street in Williston, North Dakota. Just taking a cruise through town and enjoying some of the smoke haze from Canada out here today. Earlier I was talking about Oilfield related stuff, but without some questions or comments or something, it's hard to keep on going. If I had the money, I would buy a Toyota Tundra. Well, I got me a Chevrolet. When I get my Oilfield job, I'm hitting you up for an interview. Yeah, just let me know. Just let me know. I've been wanting to reach out, but I went home this off day, so I didn't spend much time here in Williston. But just let me know. Meta Trinity. I'm around, I'm available one way or the other. I'm out here. You know what? You said it smells like barbecue. I thought I was smelling it when I walked outside, and I was like, you know, I'm around the other restaurants, you know, maybe somebody's cooking or something. I'll read y'all comments here in a minute. I'm going over here to Albertsons real quick. Would have been went, but of course that would have ended the video if I had, but I had to wait on something. But other than that, man, everything's going pretty good. And Williston is just a little small town in the middle of nowhere. In the middle of nowhere. But it's got an Ace Hardware, an Albertsons, a Cashwise, a Qdoba, lumber company, something, an Applebee's, that everything you eat there tastes like you ate it before. And I repeat, everything at the Applebee's tastes like you ate it before. I came at the perfect time. They may not still have any hot stuff, and it's probably gonna be old. There's a taxi lady who's been the taxi for I don't know how long. That lady's been a taxi forever up here. Applebee's not bad. It's just it gets so much traffic. You know, it's not like a steakhouse place, but you know, you gotta work with what you got. I'll be back here in a minute. Give me I'll be back here in a minute. Yo! Alright. Had to go get some of that habanero barbecue chicken. And super fresh potato wedges. Y'all gonna have to pardon me for a minute. S125, what's up, man? I don't know if you still in here from before, but happy you came over here, man, and said what's up. Anything you get from Albertsons, you gotta get it when it's fresh, man. Cause they have vinegar wings, but the vinegar wings they good when they fresh. That's all I can say. Justin Carroll. Yeah, man. I'm live out here. I'm live out here answering questions and we're gonna be in Williston. Awesome. I already got food and everything. Let's roll. I got food for my next 20 days, or pretty close to that. Trying to sign with an oil company. What do you mean when you say trying to sign with an oil company? Hey guys, I know it's hot out here. Very hard times. How did the interview with Patterson UTI go? And was it a phone call, or was it an in-person? And it kind of depends, bro. Because quite a few of these companies, when they reach out to you, some of these companies are going to be in-person type companies. Some of these companies are going to be they'll make a phone call over the phone, get a feel for who they're talking to, because you got to think about it. They're talking to a complete stranger. So yeah, give me a minute. I was looking at the police over there. And yep, I'm live in the oil field of the Bakken in North Dakota, in Williston, North Dakota. Wish the video was better, but YouTube gonna have to step their game up. But like I was saying, when it comes to oil and gas companies, especially, I also forgot to bring this up to y'all. A lot of you guys are going to be traveling from quite a far distance to get here. And the two places that I went to talk to, one yesterday and one today, I knew before they even asked me, I knew what they were hinting at. And they weren't even hinting, it was just, I knew the question was coming. Did you just get here? How long have you been up here? Do you live up here? Because they know Texas is a hot area, but it's a hot area close to other places. This is a cold place, very cold, not close to anything else. And they know every fall and in winter, people are going to be taking off from North Dakota because they say, hey, you know what, I'm done. This is my last winter. I've heard that so many times. I've been that person myself. Said, yep, this is my last winter. I'm going home. So come up here with the plan. And I hope that all of you guys and gals, get with a company that has a plethora, a variety of skills that you can learn. I really do. Because the more that place has to offer, the better company that you're going to be. The better position you're going to be in. That's why I tell people about Halliburton all the time, because Halliburton does so many different things, and there's so many different places to where it benefits you to go there. And Halliburton may pay you less money in the beginning. UTI Patterson is a good company when it comes to drilling, but UTI Patterson is not as vast, it's not as big as Halliburton is, and it's definitely not as diversified as Halliburton is. Of all places, I had to get behind the slowest driving vehicle hauling something that there is. And Justin, if you already got an interview with UTI Patterson, go with UTI Patterson, learn as much as you can. Just understand, drilling, work over rig, flow back in some work. Just make sure you're ready for it. You're gonna be all right, man. And while you at UTI Patterson, get your, if they have an avenue for you to get your CDL, get your CDL. If they don't, you know, just try to drive as much as their equipment and get as used to as much of it. The loader, make sure you learn how to drive the loader while you're there. But everything's going good. Personally with me, for all you truck drivers out there, assistant truck drivers, save your money, invest your money, put money back, invest in yourself, invest in your business, invest in your own career. Because you don't know where this market may go, and you want to always be ready no matter what. And the better condition that you can put those into, the better you're going to come out. Justin Carwell, man, I wish you good luck, bro. I hope that you can accomplish the stuff that you want to accomplish in this industry. Hope that you can branch out and do other things. Some people are gonna man, that smoke is something else. I'm gonna show it to y'all. And I think that was Hannah that said it smelled like barbecue. No, that was Meta Trinity said it smelled like barbecue. Cause I thought I smelled that a time or two, and I was like, where is that at? Where the heck is that coming from? Yep. Justin Forehand is going to be that entry level pretty much for everybody. Now, I have heard a guy say that, but this was just one guy, me and this other guy were talking. He said that he prefers that people start out in the derrick instead of as a floor hand, because in the derrick, you know, you're just racking pipe and you're not in the way. Which I understand what he says, and I mean, it does make sense. I'm gonna give you guys a shot of Williston. That haze that you see in the background, that is all the smoke from Canada. North Dakota said, we want all the smoke. And Canada said, okay, here you go. All you can handle. And drive lines, also known as Halliburton Hill. But that's this little spot right here. It's pretty much the best vantage point across eastern Williston, North Dakota. And I see people come up here all the time, man. They take their lunch breaks and all that kind of stuff, and just come out here and chill out, because it's just a nice little spot. You can see all the town and stuff. And I'm pretty sure I got some pictures of it. gotta roll. We gotta get on back into town. Put all my stuff up. Get ready to take me an early nap. Going to work at 3 o'clock in the morning. So when you guys come up here, man, make sure you guys are ready. There's gonna be some long hours. The main thing is make sure you're ready for it. And that vinegar chicken from Albertson, vinegar wings, that stuff's awesome. It's like in the high 70s, low 80s right now, something like that. 50, 55, 60 degrees at night. And looks like the little muddy is starting to dry up, so yep, we're in fall. We are into fall. In past years, I've seen that sucker so dry. 12 and a half. Wait a minute, Justin, are you up here or are you somewhere else? And the same question for Meta Trinity. You somewhere else or are you up here getting ready to work in the oil and gas industry? Man, you got an Oilfield right there where you at, so you can be at the house on your off days, just drive back home in Austin. But all that around that area, I know people that went out to Midland. They didn't like Midland and Odessa, so they moved north to, I think that's Abilene. That's north of Midland and Odessa. I've been up there one time before. Alright guys, I probably got to get 5 to 10 minutes of battery before this live cuts out. So I'm just gonna stop this sucker here. At least that way I can kind of see it, even though battery's at 5%, your screen gets dark and you can't see anything. So I'm gonna shut this off. Shout out to all the people that have left the comments, everybody that came in and hung out with me for a little bit. Meta Annie, Meta Trinity, Justin Carwell. I cannot see the rest of you guys. Get on 436, Slim Shady 76 or 72. And I cannot see. Hold on a second. Hold on just a second. Yeah, Justin Carwell, Corey Sanborn, Cruising through Newtown right now. Myself, man, I wish I'd have. But today's my last day. Today's my last day before I go back to work, and I just wanted to make a video, you know, saying what's up to everybody, all the subscribers. Thank y'all for making this YouTube channel what this YouTube channel is, and I hope that y'all getting some benefit and some help out of it. And you know, just taking this thing one step at a time. But yeah, Justin, you'll be close by the house, man. You can drive home at the end of your off days. Let's see. And shout out to Justin Carwell, Corey Sandberg, Slim Shady 76. Shout out to Meta Trinity, Get On 436, Anna Payton. Yep, I made that like I was already engaged. Shout out to Prince Diamond. And I think that's all you guys are tuning in today, man. I appreciate that. Craig Beats. Also shout out to Craig Beats. Okay, 14 on, 14 off. Justin, that's pretty good, bro. Especially if you're gonna make 70 to 100 a year. 14 on, 14 off. Go for it. Let's get the heck out of town. Get the heck out of town. Yeah, man, I'll see you guys next time. It was awesome, y'all coming in and hanging out and saying what's up. I appreciate that. Just taking it one day at a time. One day at a time. Invest your money. Buy land. Buy real estate. Research it. Research it. Research it before you do it. But we're gonna turn in here. There's Walmart. I'm gonna end this sucker here. Got all my stuff done. Got my tags for got my title and everything changed over. And it's so nice when you can get the title the same day. You can't beat same day title. But yeah, man. See y'all. Y'all be safe out here, taking one day at a time. And once again, it's JP with JPTV3000 for all your trucking and oil field videos. We're going to keep this thing crunked up from time to time. And we're going to ride. But until then, until next time. I'll see you guys later. See you later, Justin. Catch me on another live one day. And most schedules, Justin, are going to be 14, 14, 14, 21, 10, 21, 14, 14 and 7. Depending on, if you're offshore, they may be 30 and 14 or something like that. Peace. How the heck do you stop this?